Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video, guys. Today we're going to talk about General Murdock. A lot of people have him unlocked now and they are looking into how to build him and play him properly. So we are going to be talking about that today. We're going to talk about skills, which skills are the most important to get to level 6. Then we're going to talk about the priority on how to use those skills in combat, and then we're going to talk about the best rune setups, the most important stats, and best artifact for him. And in addition to all of that, guys, at the end of the video we're going to have arena gameplay and tier 8 raid gameplay, so the full package today in this video. But before we get into that, guys, if you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code, the StarCode, to get $10 worth of freebies. To do so, it's very simple. You go in the settings, use promo code, and you enter the word StarCo, STARKO, and you press OK, and you will receive $10 worth of free stuff, which includes a 500 direct wins and 250,000 gold, which at level 15 or below is a lot and will really help you early on to progress as fast as possible. So promo code StarCo for all of you newbies that needs the help. So now with that said, guys, let's jump into the roster. Let's jump into General Murdock and let's take a look at how to build him and how to play him. So skills, we're going to start with the skills from the right to the left. We're going to talk about those skills, and then we're going to talk about which one is the most important to actually get to level 6. So first we have the leadership. Accelerated machinery. Upon landing a critical hit, all allied goblin recover 20% of their turn meters and have a 50% chance to call a random goblin to assist. Can be triggered once per turn. Now if we actually reduce that, you just lose 10% chance to call for assist. So it's actually not that big of a deal. So I think this one, as long as you have the turn meter maxed out at level 4, I think that either level 5 or level 6 is definitely good. Obviously level 6 is going to be much better in the raids and stuff like that, but I think level 5, level 4 is good enough for this leadership in my personal opinion. Next we have the passive fortified mechanism. General Murdock trap gains 30% more potency against member of order or and the elves, which is going to be very important for the talent legendary event, or when you're fighting elves or order and battleground, for example, or iron up. But I don't see this ability to be worth getting to level 6. I think this ability to level 5 is totally fine too. If we move to the next ability, we have a slow bombing. Deal 250% physical damage to all enemies and a 70% chance to inflict slow for 2 turns. Now if you lose this, if you move this ability to level 5, you can see we reduce that chance to inflict slow to 50%. So the level 6 is going to be very important as it's a AoE ability for slow. You want as many chances as possible to apply slow on as many target as possible. So this ability to level 6 is very important. Next we have it's a trap. Deal 400% physical damage to an enemy if the target is afflicted by slow. The turn meter decrease by 50%. If the target is affected by damage decrease, this ability call a random ally to assist. So a very strong ability. And if we reduce that to level 5 instead, we lose 70% physical damage and the turn meter is only reduced by 40% instead of 50%. So this is another ability that's going to be very important to get to level 6. And then lastly, the basic ability, snare. Deal 260% physical damage to an enemy, inflicted damage decrease for 2 turns. And if you actually get this ability down, there is a 75% chance to inflict damage decrease. Not that big of a deal. A miss, you only lose 50% of physical damage, so 260% to 210%. Again, not a big deal. So there's 2 abilities that are very important to get to level 6, and the order will be this is the most important. Slow bombing is the #1 ability to get to level 6, and then you have it's a trap. the second most important. Now, how are you going to be using the skills? After that, pretty much the order is up to you. All 3 skills are not that important to get to level 6, but I have to pick one. I will put this one in 3rd position to get to level 6, this one in 4th position, and this one in 5th position to get to level 6. Now, with that said, what is the skill priority to do with these characters? Personally, the skill priority I will do is this skill's on cooldown. Now, let's start with the 2-turn cooldown, so you will not be using it on the 1st turn, but this skill on cooldown I think is the most important. Then after that, you want to try to apply the damage decrease from the 1st skills before you use the 2nd skill, so you can actually call a random ally to assist, unless if the target you're trying to attack already has a damage decrease, then you can skip the 1st skill and actually use the 2nd skill. So that is pretty much the skill rotation for this characters, with pretty easy, pretty simple, and an amazing kit, obviously. Now, if we move to the runes, you're gonna realize that speed and potency is gonna be very important for this characters. The slow, the applying slow, turn meter reduction, and more armor decrease. All those abilities need a lot of potency, so potency is going to be very important, but speed is going to be very important on this character too. So you have 2 ways to build them. You can give him 6 potency runes and make sure you have speed as secondary stats on each one of them and speed as primary on the northeast. You can go with 4 speed and 2 potency. Personally, I think 4 speed, 2 potency is good enough for this character, but both setup are good. Now, if we talk primary, 1st primary is speed, and 2nd primary is damage or critical chance. Both are very good. And then the 3rd primary is going to be potency. Now, as secondary stats, what are the most important stats? Speed is number 1, potency is number 2, and critical chance is number 3. If we take a quick look at here, you can see we got speed, potency, we get potency here, we got speed, potency, a lot of speed, man. Speed, potency, critical chance, and critical damage. That's pretty much one of the best runes I've ever seen, which is why I went with the damage rune here instead of critical chance runes, by the way. Here we have speed, damage, critical chance, very solid, and here we have speed. So you can see the pattern, a lot of speed, a lot of potency, and as much critical chance as possible. If we go down the stats here, you can see we have 235 speed, which is pretty high, and 87% potency. You want to get that potency above 80% and that speed above 200. Those are the stats you want to get as much as possible, and your critical chance you want to get it as high as possible along the process too, but potency and speed is going to be more important than critical chance. Now, when you have those setups, you want to go with the artifact. You want to get a potency artifact. There's only 2 purple potency artifact. One is a reward from a battleground, so I don't have it on the test server, so I can let's say if that ability is more important, but if I remember right checking it, it did not really matter. And you have this one, Paladin Lamp, that will give up to 15% potency if you get it to 5 stars, 12% at 4 stars with a little bit of armor. But what's really important here is the potency. You want to get that potency as high as possible. Without that potency here, we are under 80% potency, which in my opinion is not enough for this character. So with that said, guys, that covered this characters, how to build him and how to play him. Next, we are going to go play him so you guys can see in action. We're going to start with Arena. I don't think we're going to get anything good done with him because the teams we have up there are kind of crazy. You can see here on the test server, I'm number 1, so I don't really have, something decent to fight, but we're going to try to fight this human team with a Murdock. We're going to see if we can actually make that happen with the Goblin team. So let's select our Goblin here. We're going to go lead here with that. We're going to bring Atom, and we're going to bring Scott here. So this is the team we are actually going to go with. Probably going to get my ass kicked here because we're fighting a meta team, but I still want to see it in action. We're going to set that on autoplay so you can see it in action very fast. I'm not expecting anything crazy from this team, but if we can actually get a good fight, that'll be awesome here. It'll be awesome to actually kill this team on autoplay. I think that could actually be a good counter against Garrett, to be honest. I'm not sure though. Let's see how this is going to go. So, they attack a lot. They do attack a lot, but we will probably, blindness is getting to us, so that part is definitely gonna suck. So because of the blindness, I don't think that team is gonna do any good. See, we can apply the slow here because of that, so that's not gonna do any good. Garrett is gonna be middle, by the way, guys. We don't really get to have a fair fight here, but you saw the start was pretty decent. Maybe if we manually target Garrett at the start, that will be totally different. But definitely one of the 3 strongest arena team out there. You can definitely reach the top 50 on any chart with this team if you have this team, by the way. But I wanted to showcase it a little bit. You can see this team attack and attack and attack a lot because you know, the assist plus Dr. Frank that we're going to be covering. I think it's going to be the next review for Goblin. Dr. Frank actually, when he put this shock, actually bring more assists, which is totally crazy, to be honest. So a lot of attack, and I think that if we actually target properly here, we take care of Garrett first, I think it's actually possible. It will actually be possible to get the win here, but we're not gonna make this video longer than it should be. Next, we're gonna be jumping in guild raid, guys. We're gonna open a raid and we're gonna showcase this team a little bit. And two different fight in the raids. We're gonna go phase 1 and phase 3. We're not gonna be able to unlock phase 4 today, so we're not gonna be showcasing phase 4, but phase 1 and phase 3 is going to be showcased here with this team. So let's start this raid immediately, and let's showcase this team here. Let's remove those feta, obviously, and then did I have this team saved somewhere? Yeah, so that's the team. Actually, it's not Major Scott, but this guy we're actually using in this team. I don't know why, I don't remember why, but that's what we're going to be doing here. So let's start the fight. And let's see them in action on autoplay too, but we're going to do assisting target, like we're going to target Solius as much as possible. So actually see what amount of damage we can do here. Honestly, the objective we will like to reach here is mostly between 5 and 10% damage, obviously. So hopefully we can achieve that. Here we started on speed 1, so we can actually not mess up the targeting here. You can see we're already up to 2%, so it is pretty damn fast. It is a high physical attack, so it's going to be doing pretty good here. And we're gonna the second phase is not phase 3 going to be trying out, it's phase 2. My bad, because phase 3 is you need magic damage, and this team is not gonna do magic damage, so we're gonna ignore that one. You can see here we are definitely not doing that bad now. Obviously, we have the talent that really annoys us, but that should disappear pretty shortly, or we should kill him or whatever. That happened, we're going to be switching back to Solius pretty soon. I think that's the thing that this team is missing a little bit, is to be able to remove buff. I think that if we had the possibility to remove buff, this team will be so much stronger. You can see we attack a lot. We do attack a lot with this thing. We're up to 7% already, and no more ads. Nothing to kill us, so we're definitely going to reach 10% plus here. So very, very solid team to actually fight Solius with, definitely. And the manual could actually even do better. So here we're reaching about 12%. The objective with the team against that, almost 15% here. Damn, that was a hell of a crit from Pigwall. That's why I like to bring him. So almost 20% damage. So you can see this team is a very solid meta team for that. On autoplay, if we had down manual, we could even do better. Now with skills when we have the blind on us and stuff like that. So definitely this team is a very, very, very strong contender and one of the best raid teams. So here we're reaching 20% and we're still alive. This is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. So here, so close to the 20%, we almost made it. Oh yeah, we made it to 20%. So you can see 20% damage on tier 8 Solus. This is very great. This is 644,000 damage. I am pretty satisfied with what this team can actually achieve that. The next place we're going to be testing them is again Mega Wheel, but first we're going to restart this raid so we can use this team again. So let's restart this raid. I love to, it's so easy to restart raid here on the test server, and obviously we cannot do Murdock because we need magical damage, and the Goblin team does not offer magical damage. So we can just press team here. team number 2, select this and go to the fight and see how they're gonna handle Mega Wheel. I'm not sure about this one because the more you attack Mega Wheel, the more it will attack back to you. So this one's actually going to be pretty interesting actually to test out. So let's set that on speed 1. Let's target this guy and let's switch to speed 4 here. There we go. So let's see what's the percentage we can actually achieve here in damage. That's going to be the big question. The big advantage here we have is that there's no town, so it makes it easier to actually target, but we do take a lot more damage. Like Big Wall is not gonna last long here with that, but if we reach over 5%, I'm gonna be happy here. This is definitely not a good team for this because you attack way too often to make this team viable against that, you know, all the minions and everything. I really don't think that's optimal, but we're almost up to 7%. We're still going strong. Well, strong is a big word now because, well, pretty much dead. But, you know, almost 8%. I think it is actually not that bad. And 288,000 here, it's not that bad. It's really not optimal though because we attack too often, but can definitely do some work there. But between phase 1, 2, 3, phase 1 is definitely the best place to use this team, and then phase 4, this is in my opinion the second best team for phase 4 because the shield that the dragon has is you attack him so often that the shield is pretty much never there and you can do quite a good amount of damage. You can do over 10% damage against the dragon, which is actually you know, you can do closer to 1 million damage to the dragon with this team, which is outstanding. So definitely a very, very strong team with General Murdock for that. And the key point is General Murdock lead, and that is very important. The slow and all the debuffs is apply, it is a game changer in that. So that pretty much cover our General Murdock review, guys. Obviously with General Murdock comes all the goblin because he is a goblin focus team, so that was the important key point of the gameplay too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys to know how to build and play General Murdock better. And obviously guys, with Talon coming soon, we're going to be covering every single goblin too, so you guys have an idea how to get ready for the Talon event, obviously. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for our daily Dragon Champion video, and also we stream the game on a daily basis, so make sure you check that out 8:30 p.m. Pacific time every single day. So guys, thank you for watching. Keep enjoying your journey into the world of Dragon Champion, and I will see you again guys in the next video. Thank you.